Hi, I'm Michelle.
Hi, I'm Steve.
And together we are
Southwest
Voices! And here's a little sample of what it's like to work with us.
It feels like my heart is going to flutter away.
Great. Now say it like you're running towards the party.
It feels like my heart is going to flutter away.
Can you add in the sound of running towards the party as you're saying away?
It feels like my heart is going to flutter away.
Now, give us a take 2.
It feels like my heart is going to flutter away.
Okay, I heard a gruffer, kind of more haggard voice this time. What led you to this decision? How did you make this choice?
Well, looking at Cactus, he's a bit prickly. He looks like he hasn't shaved in a while. He looks like he maybe is a little tired. So that's where I went with that.
So you can always rely on the drawing to make character choices, creative choices. So lean into that a little bit more. Maybe he hasn't had water for a few days. Maybe he had too much to drink last night. Maybe he didn't get enough sleep. And he's running through the desert with prickles in his feet.
Oh, it feels like my heart is going to flutter away.
Great. Let's hear some more pain and kind of break up the cadence a little bit. Instead of, I feel like my heart is going to flutter away. Find a different way to play with that cadence.
Oh, it feels like my heart is going to flutter away.
Now, what if at the very end he dies, and that's what it means? That's what he means by flutter away. It's like, wow, the concept of dying sounds better than this desert existence right now.
Oh, it feels like my heart is going to flutter away. Ugh.
Okay, awesome. Let's move on to take 3, otherwise known as C, for an ABC take.
It feels like my heart is going to flutter away.
Is there something that the cactus is holding right now? How is it changed? How is the scenario changed?
I mean, other than his energy, I feel like he's being more romantic about life. But what could he be holding? That's a good question. Let me think. Maybe he's got a flower, and it's about to blow away in the breeze.
Okay, great. Let's hear it.
I feel like my heart is going to flutter away.
Great. Now can you play more with the flower, feel its petals, smell its sweet scent, and then it blows away, and after it blows away, that's when you say flutter away because you want to run after the flower.
Oh, it feels like my heart is going to flutter away.
I love the end. Away.
Let's do this. Go for it and just give me that first read.
I feel like my heart is going to flutter away.
It sounded very light, which I think Roadrunners are, kind of light and fast. And can you give me more of that Roadrunner energy? Maybe the Roadrunners, I don't know, looking for something or flapping her wings or something, be more bird-like, I guess is what I'm looking for. Can we lean into the bird-esque qualities?
It feels like, my heart is going to flutter away.
I loved it. That was great. I felt like that was very birdish. Do you have an idea what you want to do for a B take?
Why, it feels like my heart is going to flutter away.
I like that. That was fun. Kind of brought me to a different, setting, a different era. What might be something that you can visualize, like a prop or costume piece or something that you could play with, or you can imagine that the Roadrunner might have that would really, really, anchor into this character?
Yeah, I kind of just imagined her being at a regal tea party.
Ooh, okay. Good.
So maybe she's holding, a cup.
I like it. Okay, play with that. Visualize the setting and everything you've got to play with and go for it.
Well, it feels like my heart is going to flutter away. A little different.
I like it. I like it because, that was a little bit more controlled, I feel like. Sometimes it's good and fun to kind of have that fluttery energy and kind of be a little looser with it. And sometimes it's better to be a little bit more controlled. I like that. Okay, good. Good option. We need a third option. We need a C choice.
Hey, it feels like my heart is going to flutter away.
Nice, nice. Now, can we get a little bit more of that New Yorker kind of, tough attitude? Like, hey, I got places to go and people to see, get out of my way over here, right?
Look, it feels like my heart is going to flutter away over here, all right? Come on, move it.
Nice, nice. Now, who are you talking to in that one? Can we visualize someone specific that Roadrunner can be saying that to?
Good point. How about this pigeon who is just taking the time in the road? Look, hey, I feel like my heart is going to flutter away. Move it.
Nice. And I like the little improv button at the end there. Yeah, excellent. Maybe we could flip that around and just imagine you've been in New York, right? Imagine how beautiful it is, taking the scenery. And maybe that's what you're directing this line towards.
Well, it feels like my heart is going to flutter away. Flutter away. Flutter. It feels like my heart is going to flutter away.
Yes, I love it. That's the one, and I love that you decided to sing it. Great choice. That was so much fun. All right, so we're gonna play with some character voices here. We've got looks like we've got Tumbleweed, right?
Ooh, I like the way he looks.
He looks
Yeah.
fun. Okay, so we're gonna use this line. It feels like my heart is going to flutter away, and I would love to hear you just give us that read and whatever choice you've got in your head, ready to go.
It feels like my heart is going to flutter away.
Nice, nice. I
Yeah?
like that.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good.
All right. Well, cut. Yeah, we got it. All right. No.
Oh,
all
we're
right.
done? All right.
No. Come back. No, really, really great though. I think you've already really nailed down this character. It feels to me like you're nailing the essence of who this guy is. Let's lean into it a little bit more. Okay. So you mentioned that you feel like he's kind of gruff, like he knows what's up. He's got this kind of attitude. How would you describe him? Like, maybe where does this guy hang out?
Ooh, I feel like he hangs out on the road. You can find this character with his thumb out like that, and he's just on the highway of life, just waiting for his next ride.
Oh, okay. That's deep, man. I like that. Okay, cool. Well, let's lean into that and just get inside the mindset of this dude.
It feels like my heart is going to flutter away.
I love the little laugh at the end. That was perfect. I love it.
Oh, thank you. I felt like I did the same thing. I just sort of got a little lower with it, just sort of drew it out a little more.
Yeah, you just kind of massaged what was already really good. So yeah, that's what it's all about, just playing with what you got going on. All right, Michelle, do you want to give any direction?
Yes, I do. Nat, that was great. Now I want you to imagine the world a little bit more. So you said you explained, where this guy is, but what if there is a female tumbleweed or a tumbleweed that you find attractive that just billows on by and kind of takes your breath away?
Right. Ooh, it feels like my heart is going to flutter away. Yes.
That's great. Okay, so now let's move on to a different voice.
It feels like my heart is going to flutter away. I don't know. For some reason I imagine him with Eugene Levy's voice.
Oh, that was great. I was kind of picturing Cary Grant, like on the top of the Empire State Building or something.
Okay. Okay. He's a city savvy tumbleweed.
Yeah, with some vulnerability.
It feels like my heart is going to flutter away.
Who are you talking to?
I literally, at that point, I imagined myself as the tumbleweed standing on top of the Empire State Building, just taking all of New York City in.
At the end of this, or when you say flutter away, the lines flutter away.
Yeah.
Get swept up in the wind or like lose your footing. So you literally do flutter away.
Okay, off the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
It feels like my heart is going to flutter away.
Yeah, I think that was awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Steve, you got any ideas?
So this guy, to me, like, he's this bearded guy with the sunglasses, right? I don't know. There's something about that. You know, Michelle did something earlier with the juxtaposition of the character voice that she chose versus how her character looks. So even though to me he looks like a biker guy,
Yeah.
can we do something like softer with his voice? You know, you think of like these big teddy bear guys, right? Like they look like they could crush you.
And then you hear
know
him
what I mean?
talk.
In a hug, but
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
really gentle.
And then you hear him
giants.
talk,
Yeah.
and it's just like, I wasn't expecting that, but okay, this is who you are.
Yeah, right. So like embrace, you know, the big tough guy facade, but really you're just a big softy underneath.
It feels like my heart is gonna flutter away.
I love it.
I was trying to imagine just like having a face covered in
Yes.
hair, and I like it just constantly itched, and I was just constantly just like,
Oh, okay. I like what you're doing. So what you just said, let's see you physically do that. Like use your hands and just come up there by your face and, you know, imagine that there's this big old beard that you're combing through constantly. And then who are you talking to? Who are you telling this line to?
my therapist.
Perfect. And why? What came right before this? That's another important thing, right? That can lead us into a line is thinking about what came right before it feels like my heart is going to flutter away. What are you talking about with your therapist?
My chronic anxiety. It just feels like my heart is gonna flutter away. Oh.
Okay, thank you. That was so fun. The little insecure tumbleweed.
Yeah.
And there you go. 3 very different takes, right?
Oh, hey, I did it.
You did it. Well done, Matt.
Just one more take. Let's say this tumbleweed's a metal singer.
Hey, it feels like my heart's gonna flutter away. Yeah. Like that?
That was great.
Right on.
We hope to see you soon.